Hey guys, welcome to another video. Raid Shadow Legends here, and we're doing the Mountain King. Been asked by a few Twitch viewers to do this champion for a while, so thought we'd just crack on and show off him. He's mainly an arena champion. You can be using faction wars and stuff. He's actually quite handy for that. He's super survivable. He's attack based, but he's an attack champion, but it's all HP really. That's what you're needing. His damage scales off HP primarily, so let's go through his skills anyway. His A1 is as basic as it gets. It attacks one enemy. It's not much to say there, man. Not much to say. Even if you book him, he gets 5% extra damage on each one, so there is actually no frills there. Just a pure attack. His A2 attacks one enemy, ignores 50% of the target's defense. Again, both these abilities are scaling off HP and attack. HP, the one that's at the front, is always the one that scales off the most. The attack's just like a secondary, so although it does do some damage, you have to kind of think about it in this build. Its A3 is pretty cool. It ignores shield and block damage buffs. Unfortunately, I think that should say unkillable as well. The block damage and shield is pretty cool, but with that combination, you think unkillable would be on that too, so that would have been cool to see. We've got a passive as well, which is pretty good. It increases the champion's attack by 50% each time this champion kills an enemy. So once he starts killing people, he just kind of mows them down. But ideally, it's not ideal this. I mean, you would rather have something that does something straight off the bat, because this guy's an arena champion, so it's that first hit really that makes the difference. So the second hit and the third hit a lot of the time are just kind of par for the course, because you've already taken out the troublemaker. Right, let's go through his masteries. There's a offense and defense tree I've gone down. 0 point in putting down the support on this champion because, well, you could get more HP, so I suppose there is a point, but the accuracy does not matter at all on this champion. He lands no debuffs or anything, so I would always opt to go down some resistance, get yourself a nice counter attack, which is always useful with him. Cycle of Revenge is good. Bit delay death, and then really you're just looking for crit damage, crit rate, that kind of stuff. You could probably just go down these two here, but I was kind of trialing some builds with Kymar, so I was using this to do more damage when they were sleeping, and I was getting a lot of debuffs, so yeah, I just try it out. But you could probably just go down these two and go straight to Flawless Execution. His artifacts I'm wearing is 1 divine speed, or speed would work, 1 normal speed and 1 immortal gear. Immortal is probably the best gear for him. It gives him that HP and a heal as well. I got some pretty good rolls in mine. Good thing is attack and HP always work on this guy, so I've got decent rolls. Got triple resistance, so I have built him with a fair bit of resistance, as you can see. He's on 300 resistance basically, 100,000 HP, which is pretty good. 2.6k attack. I think that's probably around the sweet spot. I kind of had him at like 115,000 HP, but he just wasn't doing as much damage as he does when he gets that decent amount of attack, because he gets that 50% increased attack, you see, so you're as well taking advantage of that. 173 speed, that's quite good for a Mountain King. You want him really as fast as you can get him, because I think his base speed's like 85, so he's super slow, so you do have to build him quite fast, and it's not as easy because you've not got a higher base percentage to work with. Crit damage in the gloves, you want decent crit damage. I'm 240 crit damage, which is working fine. Could do that extra crit rate, to be honest. I'm just waiting for a better bit of gear to do that with. HP percentage on the chest, more resistance rolls here. A flat HP is not ideal. Could have done with that crit rate roll there, and that would have been just perfect. That would have sorted us out. Yeah, you can see not amazing rolls, but got a triple resistance, so going for a bit of resistance to combat the Mountain King on this build. And then I've got an HP on the banner. This could be defense or HP or resistance, to be honest. I'm very tempted to stick on a resistance banner here, but I'm just going to trial him just now. Crit damage obviously on the amulet. Then I go for flat attack on the ring. You could do flat attack on here, but you want the bigger bonus to go to HP or resistance, so probably just flat attack on the ring, get that bit extra attack. So going through his reviews, this is where it gets a bit awkward. The Mountain King, he's like a top tier legendary, but only in one aspect, and that is arena. He's a 5 in arena, although Rotos has kind of brought him down a few levels. He used to be like top tier. But since he came out, you know, Rotos' A3 does pretty much the same damage as his. The only thing about he's, you know, Mountain King's much more survivable, but Rotos is super survivable because of his 50% damage mitigation, which doesn't work against 2 or 3 hitters, remember. But yeah, he's really kind of brought Mountain King down a few pegs. He's not really, he's good in arena defense, but then everything else, he's just middle of the road, or really bad actually, really bad in Clan Boss. He can do stuff like this, terrible in Spiders then. So although this guy's like, you see him at kind of Platinum Arena a lot in all these high end places, I feel he's really needing some work or something done to him, just to maybe not make him too much more broken in PvP. I shouldn't have clicked that there, sorry, Faction Wars. He's actually pretty good in Faction Wars. I'll give him a 4. Right, let's take him into Arena. Gonna go against a Tormund team, see how we get on here. Realise I've not put these in the right order. I should have had my Kymar speed lead because I could have got more speed out of him, but hey ho. Let's chuck up the block debuffs, helps with Tormund, sleep with Kymar. Provokes on just in case. And here we go. So who are we going to hit first? Let's hit the Arbiter. So this is just plain, no decreased defense or anything on her. Boom, 1 shot. So 60k, it's not incredible. As you can see, Mountain King's quite a funny one. He's super solid, but he hits really, really hard. I think that's why he's pretty good. But he doesn't do, you know, crazy damage. Let's see if I can roll back round and see what his A2 does here. Well, I could use his A3 again actually. This is the annoying thing, this won't go through the unkillable for this, so I'm gonna go and use the A2 on Madame. Boom, 94,000, so he does hit really hard, he's very, very good. But it just feels a little lackluster with some of the crazy champions we have out right now. Let's see what a flat one does straight to Tormund. So 38,000, and Tormund's quite tanky, so you know, someone like my Kutraxa would have destroyed Tormund with like 100k right there, so it shows you the difference. Right, let's go in, same team against this team here. It's got a bit of Umbral, a bit of Foley, so this is a kind of, it's got a decent AoEer, so it can show how much damage you can actually take. So let's hopefully get hit first by Foley. Let's see what happens here. See, look at that. That's the good thing about this is Foley ordinarily does a lot of damage, but Mountain King is unbelievably tanky. I'm not actually pushing a button here, I'm just going to let this roll out, but look at other champions have died, but boom, Mountain King is still hanging on and he's got tons of health. There's been quite a few games where, I'm just going to revive, where my whole team's died, Mountain King's just left up and he just kills the team himself, so let's see if I can actually get a go with him. Here we go. So we will A2 the Arbiter this turn, boom, with 122,000, so the A2 hits harder, the A3 just gets through that unkillable, no, block damage, sorry. Might not get a chance to use anything else. Boom, 47k on the Madame. There we go. So that's the Mountain King, guys. He is pretty badass. I forgot to say as well, his skin is just awesome. I like all the dwarfs. My honest opinion on Mountain King right now, I feel he needs a bit of love. A lot of people probably criticise that because he is so OP in, well, apparently OP in Arena. I don't think he is. I think they could actually do with maybe making a buff to his speed, maybe, because it's not like he's not dominating the Arena. He hits hard, he's tanky, but if you know how to play him right, like anytime I see him in Platinum, I genuinely try and fight those teams because I know I can kill the Mountain King fairly easily, because he doesn't do much else apart from the damage, and the damage isn't that much. You know, like Rotos hits harder, Kutraxa definitely hits harder, you know, even like Valkyrie's AoE for me hits harder than most of his abilities just now. It's crazy. Lord Shazar hits harder. Mashal, he hits way harder than my Mountain King right now, and that shouldn't be because I'm pretty sure he's only running at like 3.7k attack. So yeah, but Mountain King, very cool champion. Hopefully gets a wee bit of a buff, but not too much. He doesn't want to be too overpowered. But that is the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. and hit the bell button for notifications, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.